From the Hanoi Stadium in Vietnam, live, welcome to ESPN for the big one. We've just been through the national anthems, and what a special moment it is for the team in red and white. The hosts, Vietnam, take on Singapore. A surprise packet of the tournament. They've done well so far. But what a cauldron this is, the Hanoi Stadium, officially seating 25,000, and reputedly a lot more. With just as many people waiting outside the stadium as well, hoping, against hope, to get a look into this very special moment. The crowd support has been one big factor for Vietnam's success, and Singapore will have to battle that and the skillful players of the Vietnamese team. All in all, the biggest tournament, football, hosted by Vietnam, and they've done it in great style. Our referee for the day, Kim Young-ju from Korea. His two assistants, Michael Andrews from India, to our right, and Claro Palomo from the Philippines. The noise levels are likely to be deafening throughout the match. And of course, should Vietnam press into the Singapore half, the decibel level is going to reach sky high. For Singapore too, it's a very special moment. Their last win in any sort of regional tournament came back in 1994 in the Malaysia Cup. And before that, it was 1980 in the same tournament. A bigger tournament, as it were, was 1989, the Southeast Asian Games, when Singapore finished runner-up, losing to Malaysia then 3-1. But this is a huge moment for both teams. The South and so too, Win Van Dung, another forward. Singapore have just one change in the lineup. Gusta Guzarisha, a very talented midfielder, will not be starting. Instead, Samawira Basri, an attacking midfielder, number 7, is going to get a starting position. The captain of Vietnam, Win Hu Thang, who had to miss an earlier match because of suspension, is back, leading his side. And so too, Win Van Dung, another forward. Singapore have just one change in the lineup. Gusta Guzarisha, a very talented midfielder, will not be starting. Instead, Samawira Basri, an attacking midfielder, number 7, is going to get a starting position. The captain of Vietnam, Win Hu Thang, who had to miss an earlier match because of suspension, is back, leading his side. And if the team should go on and win, what a special moment it will be. There has been some speculation about how Singapore are a little more tired than the hosts, having to play their semi-final in Ho Chi Minh City, traveling there and then traveling back, packing, unpacking. Couldn't really get their workouts in the last few days. On the other hand, Vietnam have been steady in Hanoi. No fault of theirs. They were second in the group, and they did not have to travel. The two captains, Nasri Nasir of Singapore and Win Hu Thang. Tradition of exchanging mementos, flags. Welcome back to ESPN. Whatever it's worth, the Vietnamese captain wins the toss, chooses to play left to right. The first half going scoreless. Just a quick reference to how they got there. Vietnam had a brilliant start to the tournament, a 4-1 win over Laos. And then an important and difficult draw versus Singapore, 0-0. And in their final match against Malaysia, that perhaps was their weakest performance, winning only 1-0. Because of that 1-0 margin, they ended up second in their group with the same number of points, but on a lower goal average to Singapore. In the semi-finals, a huge win over favourite Thailand, 3-0. For Singapore, good start, 2-0 over Malaysia. But then the Malaysian team was a young team, under-23 Olympic preparation team, and not much was given to that win. Against Vietnam, of course, the draw, and finally a win against Laos. The Lions were roaring in that and finished on top of their group. Final against Indonesia at Ho Chi Minh City, a hard-fought 2-1 win. And that's what has brought these two teams here into the Hanoi Stadium for the Tia Tiger Cup. They ran to both sides of the field, even the centre. It's broken through every once in a while. Plenty of talent on Rafi Ali getting a little touch on. He really has been the player of the tournament for many reasons. More of a midfielder, really, but he has been playing an attacking role. To Latif, a young number 9, the only genuine striker that Singapore have. And the duo have worked for Singapore. again making a bit too much of it, and Singapore bench are quite clear in their thoughts. They thought he should go for that dive. Singapore went through its share of problems trying to find a replacement up front for Fandi Ahmed. And with Latif doing Rafi Ali coming in with some brilliant headers.
Oh, a dangerous situation.
A few goals of his own. They do seem to have found a combination that works.
The crowd, of course,
for Vietnam for the past few weeks, that is, the injury in Duc, who could not really prepare for the tournament, the training sessions. But he, of course, has been playing in the tournament, perhaps not at his best, but he's still a really fine footballer from this part of the world.
On his face.
Win Duc Thang.
Good work by Kong Min on the right. Pressure.
Clearly, with a rather challenge from the back.
Rizal, who had to affect
because of his performances earlier on, Rafi Ali will be a mark. That really was quite an unfair challenge. Perhaps because it's just the start of the game, the referee letting it go.
Rafi Ali trying to control.
Win Thiên Quang, the defender with the challenge. And here's the man that Singapore will depend on. Try and avoid the goal. The long run-up he does, and then really boots it up.
Better build-up by Singapore, and
find Rafi Ali. Touch too long.
Well,
so in the Singapore back line, they have Haide Iskander, who also gets the starting call. Subramani, reputably one of the finer central defenders in this region. And of course the man who just cleared the ball yet again, Sasi Kumar. Big, tall, difficult to get past. Really, he has been a pillar for his team in the Tiger Cup.
Unsettled Vietnam defense. Fighting for it and momentarily winning it.
Both teams just testing each other out. Of course, they did play in the group match, but they drew 0-0. And it must be said that Singapore did get the ball into the net twice. Those times, the decision seemed, well, a little tricky. It was called offside. The goals were disallowed.
On balance, we'll have to say that Vietnam are probably the stronger team, the more imaginative, even a little more skillful.
This young man's done a lot of hard work for his team. Mohammad Rizal, the goalkeeper, effected plenty of spectacular saves.
Did win.
He has really been quite outstanding.
For the third and fourth
extra ball in the field taken care of.
Southeast Asian Games. Thus finished fourth in that game.
For Vietnam, of course, there's Lee Huyen
Duc. They are with a chance to,
who should be their main man up front, but he does have a lot of support in Win Hong Son, number 8, who has scored a couple of goals in the tournament himself, and really is a very opportunistic striker. Who officially, he does stay a little further back. That's Chiu Kwang Ha, the right midfielder. And they may just be looking for a goal again from Trong Viet Quang. They scored their first goal against Thailand, although he is, of course, a midfielder. He likes to attack every once in a while. Rafi Ali once again wasn't happy with the marking. And the referee is letting the game go on for a bit. Just checking to see whether
no doubt be marking
within bounds as well.
He is a whole head taller.
The flow of the game extremely important.
Forwards may not have achieved much.
Unlike Singapore, Vietnam, of course, have done reasonably well in regional tournaments. They were third in the inaugural Tiger Cup, held in Singapore in 1996, when the hosts, the attack, failed to reach the semi-finals. That was not very well received in Singapore. And Vietnam on that occasion beat Indonesia 3-2 in the third and fourth playoff. The first look at Latif, who does have a fair amount of speed and a powerful right foot. That's too powerful.
Has a word or two with the assistant referee. Game goes on. Latif, I must say, has played a soft and funky long time in the game.
Latif, perhaps just a touch over anxious. He got 3 very quick goals in the tournament. the last couple of matches. He has been goal shy. Regular. You might see quite a few attempts from Latif, trying to get back onto the scoreboard. There he is again. Brought down, but lost the ball by then, thought the referee. Fair challenge from Zulkarnain. And now Singapore with a little bit of space. He is a marked man today, isn't he? Rafi Ali coming out the worst in about the fourth or fifth challenge. And overlap. The referee knows what he's doing, it appears.
Good work.
Just wants things to calm down, cool off.
Rafi.
Vietnam, of course, known for their spirited game.
That was a lot better than the long ball. There's a good chance of success. Falls really well.
Zulkarnain Zainal, who scored a brilliant goal from just about that position. The keeper then thought finally it was going to be a cross and went right over him into goal. What a tumble there. Sasi Kumar, the tall man, trying to get the header in. So too Rafi Ali, who was brilliant in that area. Perhaps the two of them were guilty of pushing the Vietnamese defence aside.
Wang with that pile driver, but straight at the keeper.
Zainal,
all he had to do was palm it. And look at the difference.
It's a touch too powerful.
The quality of striking. More often than not,
on
the back of the net.
Sasi Kumar is everywhere. Their own way, trying to fight back, trying to play.
Playing at the opportunity.
The game the Vietnam way. They'll have to do it intelligently. His spade of yellow cards. Latif is on one.
The two teams are
Yaya, the right central defender, he's on a yellow.
Slightly better football.
And Gusta Guzarishar, the young midfielder who is not in the starting lineup, but
Vietnam, my mind, steadily.
Zulkarnain Zainal.
Error by Sasi Kumar.
Fine young talent. Ilang United. Well, can't call him young anymore, all of 25 really now. Good turn. And although much was made of the dive there, he has achieved what he set out to. Up to Vietnam in the first really dangerous moment. Good turn by Van Dung.
There we go.
A 3-1 situation afterwards.
Once again.
Right.
Good bang. Brought down eventually.
It is a terrific angle. They take the free kick quickly.
Really as horrible as both challenge dive makes them.
Defense by surprise. They succeeded. But the finish was lacking.
Again from Korea, Kim Young-ju.
And really an opportunity wasted.
Claro Palomo from the Philippines.
The ball perhaps got away just a bit. The final cross wasn't good for any of the teammates. Zainal.
Pressure.
Just to touch on some of the more important men for Singapore. Of course, Nanu has the ball now. Sasi Kumar. Zainal does a lot of running around. Latif. And the man who just let the ball go, number 25, Rudy Caron, does a lot of running around on the left. On the right, that is.
Bang on the left.
Zulfikar. Zainal is the man.
Referee's quite clear. He was right
The
there.
fact that these two teams played each other in the league stage will, of course, add to their knowledge of each team.
How long?
And goal scoring may be as difficult as it was
Pressure
in that league match, which ended, of course, 0-0.
We'll take the corner.
Latif will hold it back. Singapore perhaps doing the right thing, trying to build up an attack gradually, rather than sending in long balls all the time. Here it is. Some of you know Basri, number 7, was in there. He's a midfielder, but he loves to attack. Now, a little bit of space for Vietnam. The speed of the game picking up just a bit. The initial testing period perhaps now over. And you cannot overestimate the power of the first goal.
Singapore defenders
Not only taking the team into the lead, psychologically, a tremendous confidence booster. Who's going to get it? Liu Hin Duk and company, or Latif and company?
They need to create some aggressive opportunities, and that's where Singapore has been lacking today.
That's the striking pair for Singapore. Rafi and